Well, g'day Toots, how's she hanging? Pretty good here. Today we're gonna maybe look at that diesel pump on my diesel tank there. Remember last time we went to use her there to fill, I think it was a little tractor up. Yeah, maybe it was, I can't remember. Anyways, it was kind of acting up and being weird on the little switch thing. There's a little switch lever on the side that turns it on and off, and it was kind of acting a little weird. So we're gonna maybe pull it off the thing there today and bring it actually into the bench. It's gonna be kind of messy. Might have to drain it for a bit because there's gonna be fuel and stuff there, right? So we'll get her pulled off anyways, bring her into the garage. I think it'd be better to work it on the bench than just off the side of the tank, just in case something happens to it. You never know. So anyways, we're gonna open the gate just about 8 a.m. ready for visitors. I can find my keys. I love these new gates. They're so nice. Auto open. Actually, it starts to go really fast all of a sudden, so I usually try to slow it down, and then I can sometimes catch it before it smashes into the other side here. They've set them up really well. And normally these posts, it was weird this winter, maybe it was just the winter, I don't know. But normally these big pillar post things, I don't think they're really sitting on too much cement there, like not deep enough for below frost. Because what happens is sometimes these things, they move, and also the road heaves. I wouldn't exactly say like heaves, it raises up. The only reason I know that is with the old gates, when it was frozen and frosty, they'd actually drag on the ground, on the bottom of the gate would, you'd have to kind of pick, that's how it wore out the hinges, where you'd have to pick it up and then, set it down and then lock it. But these ones, they left them a little higher up, which was kind of nice. And it didn't seem to change anything this year, so maybe it just actually didn't get cold enough to drive in a lot of frost. I think back here digging, I only had maybe a foot. So, but yeah, these posts, they kind of move, and the only reason I knew that they were moving this way too is when they met in the middle, they were different heights every, whatever. But these ones where they meet in the middle, these top pieces, they all seem to be a nice flow all year. So it's the only reason you could really tell that, the gates are moving is if they're not really lining up on the top, but they seem to be good. So pretty good little setup here though. This is how they adjust. How it sits like this. You can, well, this one's actually almost adjusted right out. Just the way they attach, I guess, to these, it just doesn't kind of look super nice, but anyways, if it works, it's fine. We would have probably had to replace all of this too, but they're still looking fairly good, so that would have been a lot more money too, right? So, but anyways, yeah, there's a top bearing in here, and then this bearing carrier thing here, which bolts into, and there's a little pin, of course, that comes out of the gate. And if you want to adjust where it sits this way, you just turn these in. That'll bring it up or out. That drops her down. So it works pretty good, So that's a sealed bearing on the top there. That's why they spin so nice. And on the bottom is like the cone bearing, like on a trailer axle. It's greasable too. I should actually probably bring up my grease gun and give her a shot. There's a little grease fitting down in there. So, but yeah, I've been really happy with these gates so far. They've been really good. Galvanized, nice. Don't have to paint them, thank goodness. But anyways, let's head her down to the garage, and we'll start disassembling that old diesel pump thing. Hopefully it's not kind of messed up. It might be just corroded and maybe just needs a little cleaning or something. I don't know. Well, she's turned a little rainy on me here, of course. So we'll have to try to do this fairly quickish here. Now, what I got going on here is it's electric 12-volt pump. So what we need to do is try to get the whole thing spinning off the tank here. And it should come, hopefully, hopefully, if I can get my mechanism GUI on it here, and get it to turn off again. I don't know, it's been in the tank for a while, and you kind of really can't heat up this fitting when it's in the tank, so hopefully it'll turn here. Boy, that's not good. Moving the whole tank, right? Try a different purchase. Ooh, that's not good. I don't know what to suggest now. I can't really pull it off the tank. It's maybe because needs refilled first, maybe. Yeah, if I can move it. That's not good. Oh, of course it's raining. See, it's probably got a little rusted down here in these threads here, and I just I got it Teflon, but I can't. I wonder if I put that on like that, and I give it a little bit of a with something. Let me go grab a something here. I kind of highly doubt this is going to do anything here, but we might have to get the tank refilled first, and then it'll have more weight, and then I'll be able to put a bigger bar onto it here. Oh, it's turning though. Moving a bit. Oh. Might work. Oh, I'm hitting that. The filler neck's in the way now. Have to spin it out. Yes, it's got a lock on it, but you just spin the top off. That's how they fill it, so. As funny as that seems. Okay, now we should be able to. I think everything should clear here. And the rain starts to get harder. Really? Holy. Fine, you go there. I have to keep winding stuff around with it here too, right? Probably wouldn't be easier just to take the side cover off here, but that's all right. Okay, we're out. Yeah, I'll let this drain a minute here. I don't think there's too much. Oh man, the camera's getting wet. And we'll bring this into the bench here. Okay, so it looks like everything on the inside was still good. I had redone this tube here out of a piece of pipe, because the one that came with this, oh, it was some weird, I think I threw it out, I'm sure I did. It was some weird frickin' plastic tube thing that was all floppy and stuff, and you had to kind of jam them together. I'm like, what the crap is this even? I didn't think it was very good, so we built our own here out of a piece of tube and then cut the angle to it and stiff, and it worked actually pretty good. So, probably due for a new filter too. The big filter there, so okay, now this thing was acting weird, if I remember right. It was acting weird, not turning off and stuff, if I remember right. So it feels like something was acting up on the inside here or something. Let's see if we can recreate that problem here. We'll just hook it up to the battery here underneath the table. That's the negative. Okay, so it's not on. Yeah. That should be on there and up. No, that's on. That should be on there. And that's off when the gun's sitting in here holding it off. So it's like halfway in the middle that it's not working. Or that it is working. Yeah, so that should be on. And it should be off. So something's acting weird in there, but anyways, let's get some tools out here. We'll have to take this off first because there's 2 screws in behind here. Disconnect power. Done. So let's get looks maybe a 9/16 or so there, and then looks like a Torx bit of some sort, T24, T25 probably. Let's go see what we can find for tools. Let's see if we can get this off of here. And that thing just holds your gun. All right. And we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now I don't know what's going to fall apart here when I take this apart, but it definitely feels like something in this switch mechanism. Now I don't know if this thing just goes right through to the switch. Maybe the switch is in here, or is that just... The wires come in the back, so that must be where the wires connect. So the switch has got to be, I think, under this panel. So I'll have to grab our Torx here. So I was thinking a 25, that looks small. Oh no, that's it. 25. Stay. I don't know if these things get corroded, or maybe it's junk. I'll have to replace it or put a different kind of a switch on the side or something. I mean, I guess you could kind of sort of technically put in a switch on the positive side, a 12-volt switch on the positive side of the cable here, or just leave it on all the time and then connect it and it goes every time, you know, you connect it, which isn't probably a good thing. I don't know what to say. Kind of looks like there's a bit of a gasket between this thing, so it might actually be a little tricky to get off of here. As I can see already though, there's a little bit of corrosion there. It's either that or something's broken on the inside, but I noticed through the winter it was acting kind of weird. Not wanting to turn on, and I've seen that before if it's really cold out, but I don't know, maybe there's something wrong with this thing inside of it. I don't know. Oh, it looks like I'm gonna have to probably take this off too here then. Then that cover should come right off. Ooh, look at this screw here. There's a lot of crap on that one. That's not good. Is that the same size? Close enough. I don't think I've ever had this thing open here, so I don't know really what we're gonna find. Holy cow, let go. Are you kidding? Why are you being like that? Right to the last drop, eh? Okay. I highly doubt that that's just going to fall off, so we're going to have to probably persuade it a little bit here. Man, I am dripping a lot of diesel fuel here too, all over the place. Yeah, I better clean this up. Hang on. Okay, I brought some tools. And I just want to give her some tapping, but I bet you they glued that shut. There we go. I think there's a little bit of a gasket in there. There, I think we're free. Oh, yeah. There's your problem. Look at the water in there. Holy shnikes. Oh, yeah, this is just soaked, and it was well sealed, so it's getting water in somewhere. Somewhere water's getting in, maybe in this back thing here through, I don't know. Well, there's your problem. I don't know if you can see that too well here, but she's in pretty darn rough shape. Just want to take a picture. Yeah, so that switch is, it's all corroded up. Or something's wrong in here. Let's just unplug these if we can still. Wow, and it's got a bunch of resistance in here too, and it's actually started to melt this one connector in here. Look at the corrosions in here. So this thing's supposed to turn handle on, give me a little more leverage. Yeah, that's not looking too good. That's pretty corroded in there. And this whole assembly is actually not looking so sort of too good either. Here, where the actual this little dog thingy here, it's like wore out and rusted out almost. Holy jeez. So it's got a bit of water in there from somewhere. Oh bother. Oh bother. And this looks like it's got heated up here or something. Maybe there's some corrosion in here and it's drawing all this power, you know. Oh bother. Look at the crap down in here. Ugh. That's not good. So where, I wonder, did it leak? I wonder where did it leak? The only thing I can think is condensation. One thing maybe, because this was well sealed up out here. I don't see, well, I do see a bit down here, but that's on the bottom side. It should have leaked out there technically, but there's a lot of water laying in here. So that's not a good thing. They should almost have a little hole drilled in the bottom maybe to let the crap back out. Because it gets in there, doesn't get back out, right? So what to do now? Is it worth fixing this or just get a whole new pump for it? I think this one is about 12 years old, so she sat out that whole time, so I don't know. I could probably wire it direct, you know, and then just put my things on and away we go, but I don't know. I think there's there's times to fix something, there's times to say, maybe we better replace that. So I think that's probably what we're going to end up doing. I'll have to, I think I got this at TSC. Not too sure if they still sell them there or not, but fill rate. I'll have to check their website. Well, that's it there. Man, have they ever gone? This is a 13 gallon a minute. This one's fill rate called 13 gallon a minute. Yeah, that's it. Wow, they ever gone up in price? 450 bucks. I don't think I paid any more over 200 for this when I first got it. Oh, you gotta love this world. Prices just go up and up and up and up and up. Oh, man. Oh, man. Well, what to do? As far as I know, the motor is still fine. It's just the switch and the wiring, and then this thing on this other, this little activator thing, I'm not really liking that too much. That hooks to this thing here. It seems really wore out, so. Oh, bother. Wow, is that ever rusted, eh? Holy jeez. Man, I'm amazed it was working at all. Well, I might just pop out and have a look at the new one here. I could probably still use this filter base and stuff off of this one. Maybe a new filter. I'll look for that too. I'll see what they have. Guaranteed I'll probably not get anything out there because I likely won't have it. But anyways, I'm going to run out and have a quick look here. Okay, I went and looked at the pump. They had another one out there. I just can't understand spending 450 bucks on the new pump when it still pumps fine. It's just that. But I did get a new filter for it, so we got a new filter we'll screw on after. Yeah, 450 bucks. I mean, there's the motor, the cast, the pump part, you know, the electric. I guess there's a little bit to it, you know. But wow, that seemed like a lot of money. I'm like, I don't think so. So I guess I'm just gonna maybe hot wire this thing. See if that'll kind of keep us going. I just don't know how I'm gonna connect these things and keep them from going grimy on me. What I need is maybe I just don't like this either, how that's kind of bubbly. It's like it's got warm. That might have been from before though, when I had smaller wire on here. Actually, the wire that came with it was too small, believe it or not. And it was making the clip onto the battery really, really hot too, right? So I'm like, okay, that's not good. So I got bigger clips and bigger wire, more amperage can go through, so it's a little better now. But I guess the motor is fine. I know that'll be the next thing to go, the brushes or whatever in this motor will go, and then it'll be the end of it. And then we'll have to buy a new one. But I figured for now maybe I just try to make it work. Maybe just hook these two guys together and then see if I can, you know, get it to work that way. So I just have to make or find maybe some kind of connector to connect those two, and then what I'll do is I'll just goop them up with a bunch of cell phone. Alright, so I don't think I have anything like a double spaded end thingy here. Not that I've ever seen anyways. Oh, maybe I don't have any spades at all. Huh? Round. There's some spadey ones. Yeah, see what I need now is like a double one of those things. I don't think they even make those. So, if I had a double-ended spadey thing, I could just, you know, together and away we go. But I don't have a double-ended spadey thing. Darn it, what am I going to do? I might have to, I should probably solder them together, but there isn't really a whole lot of swinging room for solder, so I think what I might do, pardon me, is cut one of these ends off and then we'll just jumping that guy into that, and then I'm going to goop it up with a bunch of this stuff here in my cabinet. Let me grab it here. Where did it go? Some of this anti-seize compound. We'll just goop her up with that, I guess. And hopefully that's enough. It might corrode inside. Well, actually these things don't look bad, which is the funny thing. And on these terminals they actually don't look too bad considering everything else is so corroded up. I think I'm gonna do this wire because I want to look inside of this one a little bit more and see what's going on in there. It's one of those weird floppy wires. Floppy where this is like a stiff, like house wire almost. It's kind of weird. So hopefully that'll work. I think that should, because yeah, this was attached to the one side of the switch, this was attached to the other side of the switch, so that would kind of sort of make sense. Okay, so let's grab our crimpers and a cutter. We'll cut this end off and jam on a new one. Okay, let's get this done here. I got to get back to work. So I'll try to keep myself as much wire as I possibly can here. It's a really fine stranded wire. Huh, interesting. Very interesting. And just this wire's sometimes a little tricky to work with because you have to really watch you don't cut the actual wire, right? Put this kind of sheathing stuff here too, which makes it even more fun trying to get into the wire. But we're the wire, I believe. It doesn't look too bad there. Okay. Oh, okay, I don't know whether I should goop up that too or not. I guess it wouldn't hurt it. I'm just worried about maybe the connection not crimping on correctly. I'll leave her sticking out a little bit now. Where'd my crimper go? Oh. Work? I think we got them. I think so anyways. Okay, well, we won't know I guess unless we look it up here and give her a test fire. Let's give her a test fire. That'll work. Okay, so no, I still don't have a switch though. Don't have a switch. But anyways, I don't know, I could do an inline one maybe. Maybe I could do an inline switch sometime. I don't have to do it right now, but okay. Now I'm gonna goop it up here a bit more, I think. I probably should have done that with too late now, but done it with actually pipe dope, because it would kind of dry it onto that, right? I think that's gooped enough. Okay, now kind of looks like there's been some other kind of sealant on that. Wouldn't maybe be a bad idea to drill a little hole in the bottom. Help let the stuff drain out a bit, but I think then you might have like spiders and stuff crawling up inside of it. That is pretty gross in there. I don't know. I guess you could do a little wheat hole. I just don't know if that's a good idea or not. So I'm just gonna leave it, I guess. Okay, so maybe what I'll do too is I'll just leave all that in there, I guess. This doesn't look too bad. Maybe I'll just go over it with some emery paper on both surfaces here, and I've got this gasket stuff here. Let me find it. This is good stuff. They use this on the tractors and stuff for something that's gonna what do you call it? Have liquid in it like oil and stuff. So I'll maybe use that, and I'll just clean this up here a bit. Okay, it's not wicked super clean. I should probably go at it a little more here and there, but it's yeah, it needs a, like my knife was working pretty good there, but it's actually so sharp it's filing off the aluminum too. I don't think that's so good. But anyways, this stuff's supposed to be good for mating to weird surfaces too as well, so that's what we'll do. I guess maybe it worked too well, this seal. It looked like I had maybe been in here before. I don't remember why, but or maybe not. I don't know. I can't remember. But it's almost like it's sealed up too well and the stuff isn't able to seep out, kind of sort of thing. So and this stuff's kind of cool. It only dries when it's got no air. So when it's just sitting in the tube, it doesn't dry up. It's got a, there's a word for that. Where is it? Anaerobic. So it cures in the absence of air. How they get that to do that, I don't know, but it's pretty cool. Okay. I think that'll do. I don't think I need to do anything with the motor. I should probably try to get this switch out of here though. Just then it's not in there, right? There. Get out, stupid thing. Okay. So it's non-functioning now, but that's all right. Alright, looks good. Wiped everything clean there. We should be good. I'm going to put her back on and then change the filter when the unit's back in the pump. In the tank, sorry. I think that'd be probably better than trying to do it here. You know, at least then it's the right way up and I can just take it off and then dump it out after. So instead of it spilling all over here, because there's probably a lot of fuel still in that filter. So I'll run out, do that, and then we'll switch the filter. Okay, I don't know how well this is going to come off, but I did bring a tool that might help. Well, I guess off is that way, they tell you, so that's nice. Well, this is actually an oil filter wrench, kind of like a pair of vice grips. It might help. I don't know. Might not go big enough. It'll just kind of grip on for you and it's moving. Oh yeah. I think we're good. Okay. I'll just put that down a bit so it doesn't drain out on me. Pull this off. I want to get her drained out into something and then cut it open later on. See what kind of particulates in it. Yeah, it's filled up to here with stuff. So rubber gasket came off with the machine here. Interesting. So that's it. Can't really sort of show you, but there's still fuel in there, so I'll have to drain it into a bucket or something. And let's go get the new one and we'll screw it on. Sweet. Okay, so I just put some more glue stuff on there too. I want to see if I can see up. Looks pretty good on that sealing surface, so we'll fire this one on. Should be good. Alright, we can put the hose back on. I'm missing my handle thing. I might go get it just to put it on so this thing has something to sit on. Forgot that part. That needs to go straighten a bit. Hopefully it doesn't leak. I won't, I guess, know until I fire it up again, so I don't need fuel on anything right now, so we'll have to wait until we need fuel on something, I guess. Alright, I've had this thing draining, but I don't have time today to open it up. I ran myself out of time, so I want to cut this off though and see what's inside, because I have had problems before. I had a filter on it with crap getting into the tractors and stuff, you know, and it got caught in the filters and you'd be mowing along and all of a sudden it starts dying on you, right? I'm like, oh crap. Need to clean that out, but I also had another plan today too to do a dissection on this old video card here. Doesn't look old, does it? Old ATI. This is a Fire GL. Weighs about 6 pounds. Very good card when it was 14 years older ago. It's only a 512 megabyte video card. So we got Dell computer. Everything else was good in the computer, except this. We went to run some stuff and it wouldn't even hardly start. So I'm like, oh! So I took it, I'm like, oh! That's funny because I took it back to the guy. Or no, I went back to the guy where we bought it. And I was like, dude, what's that computer you sold me? Hang on, I just gotta shut stuff down here. What's this computer you sold me? And like, holy cow, it wouldn't even run like Grand Theft Auto or something, right? He's looking at me like, that's a Fire GL. Like he gave me that, like duh, kind of thing, right? I'm like, yeah, you want to look up the specs on that? So he looked it up. Oh, it's only 512 meg. Oh, geez, I thought it was like a 2 meg card. I'm like, no, it's not. But anyways, he did me pretty good. He gave me another card. I can't tell you what it is now for his computer, and he gave it to me for half price, and it was like $170 card. So I kind of think they should have gave me just the card, but anyways, that's all right. I don't want them to lose business over that, right? So, but anyways, I got another little story for you. Just gonna make sure everything's locked. As you guys know, I own a Polaris Slingshot. As you guys know, I've said a few times that there's some recall work to do on it. Well, I got the notice through the winter, and I called down to my dealership. And he's like, oh yeah, we got all the parts for those except the swing arms. The swing arm apparently wasn't built to specifications or something. If you hit a pothole hard enough, apparently that thing will disintegrate, and then you'll, you know, whatever. So he's like, I can't remember what the guy's name was now, but I talked to, we'll call him Jim. I don't think that's his name, but anyways, I talked to Jim down there, right? And he's like, yeah, oh, I'll give you a call when we get the swing arms in. They're all back ordered right now, because I guess they had to remanufacture them, right? So I'm like, okay. And that was like snowy time. It was very snowy. And, you know, I'm like, okay, I don't really want to get it out and take it down when it's snowy anyway, so that's fine. Well, I called him in, like, March, just to kind of see, you know, what's going on. And he's like, well, we don't have any of the parts in yet, but they're coming. I'm like, oh, okay. So he's like, yeah, I'll call you when they come in. I'm like, okay, fine. April went through, you know, we're into the middle of May now. Nothing. Not even a phone call. So we called down yesterday, I think it was. I just have to get the keys here. We called down yesterday, I think it was. And apparently this guy doesn't work there anymore. So it's like, oh, great. You know, he's like, oh yeah, we've had these parts here for about a month. I'm like, are you kidding me? Really? So anyways, I've got an appointment. I got to take it down tomorrow. It's the only time I can get to it. So I got to take it down tomorrow. But I want to throw it on my trailer, hopefully, and take it down. I don't know if it's going to go up the ramp, though. It's pretty low to the ground, and the wheelbase is pretty far. It might do that thing in the middle, right? I really don't want to have to drive it down, because, you know, I really don't want to put the extra kilometers on it when I got a trailer I can take it on. I just don't know if it's going to fit. Man, I never got it cleaned last year, too. It is so dirty. Holy crap. But anyways, I got to get the trailer, I guess, out to the road first, and then I'm going to see if I can get this thing loaded. Now, the trouble is, between the wheels, front wheel and this front wheel, it's too wide to go between these little braces for the tailgate. So I got to take these off, unfortunately. And then lower the tailgate, try to load it, put it back, you know, it's going to be a lot of screwing around. So, but anyways, I don't know where I'm going to put you guys, but we're going to try to put you somewhere while we load this. Hopefully it'll fit kind of right up here, and the back tire about here somewhere, or whatever we feel works good. Most of the weight's going to be at the front, so it probably should go on back first, but I think I'd rather have it on front first. So pulling something that's sort of meant to go fast forwards, it's probably not a good idea to go backwards fast with it, with the wind, you know. It's meant to go the other way with the wind. So let's get all set up here. We'll see if this is going to work or not. Oh boy, I don't know. Okay, I apologize. That's the best I can do for you. Hopefully the camera stays there. I don't have my tripod with me right now, so just turn your head a bit to the right and you'll be good. Okay, so hopefully this goes up and clears fine. It's a pretty long ramp, but it's gonna, I got like an inch and a bit on each side. It's probably gonna be a lot of attempts to get it lined up right. So here we go. Well, I'm already screwed. Didn't even get it to the ramp. The front's just so bloody low there. It's just gonna crunch into the ramp down here, so well, that's no good. I don't know what to say. I don't really want to drive it up. I got a plank here. I was kind of hoping that, you know, maybe I could drive it up onto a plank, but I really don't like the stability of planks, so boy, oh boy, I may end up having to drive this thing right down there. I kind of really don't want to do that. Darn it, just too low. I could probably back it on, but man, you have to be bang right the frig on to back this thing on. I don't know what would happen with the front then. It might hit, it would, yeah, I think it would definitely hit when it's sitting up here like this. That front would be, I don't want to be doing that, so. If I could only get the tongue of the trailer up. I wonder what would happen if I jack this up with it still hooked to the truck. I don't know, give me a second, I'm gonna try this. That might lift it up and kind of flatten things out a bit. I don't know if it's a good idea though. Nope, I got her jacked up pretty good. It's still not gonna work. Darn it. That frickin' black piece is probably the only thing that's screwing me. I think it would clear if that wasn't there. I'm not gonna take that off. I'm even actually worse there now. Oh man. And you know what? That tire's gonna be about that much off the ramp. That one's just about darn near the same. But I think it would fit. Now if that ramp didn't have that bend in it, if it was a little bit longer and it just went straight, that gives it strength though, I understand. That would have probably worked. It is so freaking close there. So freaking close. Well, I guess. Oh man, I really don't want to back this on here because I think the front will scrape on the ground as well. As it hangs out so much further, it leaves a bit of a pivot point, right? Well, crap. If I could get the front tires up a bit, maybe. I need maybe two ramps, two of these, maybe it would get it up. And then it might go up and on. Maybe I'll go grab another one of those and I'll put one right here at the front, and then the other one right behind it. Maybe that'll work. Okay, a couple of planks, that should raise it up, I think, enough. Hopefully, if I have to, I got another one here too. I can put on the last one and it'll go up again, and then I think we should be fine. But holy, I don't really like having it jacked up like that, but it's all I can kind of do to reduce a bit of that angle, right? She's not a 450, so let's see what we can do, I guess, here. Hopefully the camera stays there. I don't know, I don't think that's gonna work. It's awful close there, but boy oh boy, what a pain in the balls. Maybe it'll clear, but I think I'm gonna come down off of this thing and it's gonna mash into it again. Holy friggin' crap, do I need another plank? Are ya frickin' kidding me? Well, maybe what I'll try is backing off. Oh, I don't know. I'm just gonna have to try something else here. Try to get that up a little bit higher and closer to the trailer, because I think that's going to hit here again. Yep. Oh, it is just not going to work. Oh, it's so friggin' close though. Oh, okay, I'm gonna have to reconfigure again. Hang on. Okay, I think that might have her. I think that'll get me up high enough and I can get on there, and then it should be high enough. I can't really get you a good shot angle there, so I'm just gonna put you back at the back here again. And probably once the thing comes on the trailer, it'll probably be all over the place, but okay, I'll try her again. Just ticking me off. It's just not gonna work. That really sucks. Can't jack that up anymore. Like, holy freaking crap, I got like 20 degrees on the angle here now. Boy, that is stupid. I am so freaking close, but then it just drops down a little bit and then I'm screwed. It's just not gonna fit on here. Well, I guess I could try it with the two ramps. Spread them out maybe. I'll have to load back here, but okay. So far we've done no more extra damage. towing saved the day. Or the 110 saved the day. Man, I should have showed you that a bit closer. It was like freaking screwed. Holy jumping. It's just too tight. It's too tight for that trailer. Well, unfortunately, that sucks. Really wanted to drive it down on the trailer, but for some reason, I don't know why. I guess this isn't really a trailer, part of the trailer here. This ramp should be out further, you would think. Another 3 inches wider, and it would have gone on no problem. But man, amazed I didn't actually hurt something. This thing here was jabbed into the tire really good, so it's still holding air, so I guess it's all right. But I might take it for a little boot here just to make sure it's still drivable, or what? I don't know. Hopefully it's all right. I think it should be fine. It just kind of sat down on the control arm there. I think it should be all right. Hopefully all right. Kind of smashed down a little bit on here, I guess, too, but it's all rubber, so it's plasticky, so I think everything looks okay. Hopefully, anyways. Yeah, that side's got a little flare up too. I'm like, oh no! Right at the joint there's a little bit of a flare up, so whew. Oh man, I am so ticked. This means I'm gonna have to drive this thing down at like 6 a.m. tomorrow. 6:30 maybe. They open at 9. They need it all day. So I'm gonna be stuck at a dealership doing nothing all day. Oh well. I'm beyond mad right now, so I'm gonna go before something else happens. So you guys have a good night. Thanks again for watching. I guess I need a wider trailer. I don't know.